guys, welcome back. This is my friend from Russia, teacher Max.
Hello.
Thanks for agreeing to participate in this interview and thanks for speaking Russian with me.
No problem.
Yeah, firstly, let's talk about your impressions about Thailand. Are you enjoying the country?
Yeah, I enjoy it very much. I enjoy the freedom I have here. I enjoy the people
What kind of freedom do you have?
I don't know how to explain this, but here I feel like I can
Do anything?
not like anything, but anything I want. I can find people I want to talk. I can find activity I want to do here in Bangkok, and yeah, it's just the atmosphere here is very nice.
It's a relaxing one,
yeah,
yes, because people are quite kind and friendly, open-minded.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
But firstly, let's turn to your teaching experience in Thailand mainly. Why did you choose Thailand to teach, not any other country?
First, I wanted to work abroad, but I didn't know what country to choose. My first idea was to work in Vietnam because I heard that Vietnam needs foreign teachers. So yeah, I applied for Vietnam. I applied in the agency, and I told I want to work in Vietnam. But they told me that if it's not important for me, it doesn't matter. It's better to choose Thailand because I was in India, and it would take much longer and much harder to prepare all the documents from India to work in Vietnam, because yeah, I had to go through embassy like that. Instead of Thailand, Thailand is much easier in that way. I just needed my documents, my diploma, but I had my diploma with me, and I needed to pass TOEIC test, but I passed it here. So yeah, Thailand looked like a better option. So that's why I choose it. Not like something particular about Thailand.
Was it your first experience in Thailand?
Yeah, it's my first time in Thailand, and first time working as a teacher. Yes.
Do you have a degree in education of English?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree on teaching English. But actually here it doesn't. You just need to have a degree in any degree in any science. Like my colleagues, they're engineers. They studied culture and like many others.
But they do need to confirm their English level to teach.
Yeah, that's why you have to pass TOEIC test. But
what is the minimum level that you need to teach English?
I don't remember, about 600 something. Oh,
what is your level?
1,000 points, and you need like 600 something. Mine was 780. I don't remember.
You don't know the equivalent if you compare, if you talk in terms of common European framework of languages like B2, C1.
Well, I don't know I don't know.
Cannot transfer.
Sorry, I can't apply one to another, but I want to believe that my level is quite high in English.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about your communication with agency. How easy was it for you to communicate with the agency and to prepare documents? How much did it take?
It was very easy. It was very the lady from the agency, her name was Anastasia, I think. A very nice person. She explained me everything very clearly. No problems occurred, nothing like this. And the documents, for Thailand it's much easier to prepare documents. I just scanned my passport. I don't remember all the details. I just remember it was easy.
How much time did it take you to prepare documents and come to Thailand?
It took me not less than a month. I think 2 weeks. Yeah, probably 2 weeks. And it's like I applied, and in 2 weeks I already was in Thailand. So.
How about teaching positions? Did you choose the first position they offered, or you had a choice?
I don't know about choice, but I agreed on the first one I was offered because, well, I didn't have anything to compare with. It's my first time. And yeah, so maybe if I refused, they would offered me something different. But it was my first option. I agreed, and I don't regret it. I like my school and I like the conditions I'm working with.
Okay. And let's talk about the period of adaptation when you first came to Thailand. Did you experience a kind of cultural shock?
I don't remember my emotions that time. I had a lot of goals and problems to solve. Like I had to find place to live. I had to adjust this place for myself. I had to find like the way of how I would eat. Like if I would eat in a cafe or if I cook myself. So like I had to um, try different things. So I can say I was shocked in some way. But I remember first I liked Thailand. I liked, although I had some problems with understanding and communication, but still I liked it, and I still like it. Yeah.
And what are the main challenges when you come here for the first time as a foreigner?
Mm, Challenges. Well, I can say that I had some severe challenges. Yeah, it's to find place to live, of course, and it's a way to communicate with Thai people. They are very friendly, of course, but you should know that it's people of different cultures. So, and you should watch yourself. For example, I recommended people who lived here for many years. I also recommended not to show any signs of aggression. They don't appreciate it. They like smiling. They like relaxed tone, like this. So my first recommendation is to be calm, to calm down, even if you think that your opponent is wrong. No need to high your voice.
I guess they have different cultural conduct norms. For example, it's not common for them to show something directly if they are not satisfied with anything. They would rather show indirectly, indicate indirectly they are discontent.
Actually, yes. I also noticed it even at my job. Like, for example, if they are not content with something, if they don't like about you, they wouldn't tell you directly most of the times. They just would like tell
Another person.
in a they they may tell another person to tell you not to do something, or they may tell it in a we have a chat, and for every teacher they would tell it like there. So not to smoke. I remember I had received a message that please don't smoke at the woman's bathroom. I don't smoke at woman's bathroom. So yeah, because they send it to everyone, but they mean this message only for one certain person. Yes.
And tell me, are there any elements of Thai culture or maybe a Thai mentality that you would like to adapt for our country, to borrow for our people, for our nation?
Well, I can say that we should borrow something or something, but I like how Thai people and Thai government, Thai power treat the people of Thailand. Like you see, they even in the small villages, in the small towns, they have some nice parks for people. They You can see that a lot of things are done for people. I see like that Thai people really respect and appreciate the people of really helpful and useful professions like doctors. They respect doctors, teachers. I like how Thai people care about their culture. I saw the slogan, the motto. It was like use no, something like learning and developing Thai culture using modern technology, something like this. So like the synthesis of modern and the traditional, not like not the not the competition, not the competition there, but the synthesis of them. Yeah, that's what I like, and that's what I'd like to see in our country, like especially about the protecting the culture. Yeah, teachers, of course, but I mean the respect for culture and the this the way this desire to keep and care for culture.
Yeah, I share your opinion 100%. I really admire the way Thai people show their pride towards their culture, towards
Yes.
their heritage, and how they show it, and the way they have their stance towards foreigners. They know how to distance themselves from foreigners, and at the same time to cooperate mutually, to be friendly, and still to be authentic. So there is something about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Now let's talk about your teaching experience. What grades are you teaching at the moment?
I'm teaching now kindergarten. Before I used to have primary, but just few classes a week. Sometimes I do covers for others. It may be Matayom or.
Can you explain for subscribers what is Matayom and what are all these Thai
So
words?
Matayom, it's high school, as I understand. They have something. It's a little bit different from
It's like
American
the ninth grade
and
in Russia, right?
yeah, like this ninth and older. But I don't know which exactly because I don't teach them. But yeah, Matayom is already adult. What else? There is Matayom. There is grades like grade 1, grade 2. It's like our middle school, and there is primary. Also at my school we have kindergarten, and I teach them. I teach
Anuban
this.
students, Anuban pupils, right?
What?
Anuban.
Anuban?
Kindergarten, that is Anuban in Thai, I guess.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
We don't use. Of course,
Thai
we
words.
use Thai, and they speak Thai in their school. But for
Foreigners, you don't
for
use
foreigners,
Thai
yeah,
words.
we say kindergarten like this. Yeah, I didn't hear this word before.
Okay. And do you prefer teaching primary grade students, kindergarten pupils, higher students?
Every grade has its advantages and disadvantages. I like teaching kindergarten because it's very easy. It's not. It's not tiring. It's a little bit boring because you do all the same patterns. Like you do the same songs, you teach the same things, and it's not much you can do with little ones because they are little. But it's not hard. You don't have to deal with them. They really listen. They're like a clay. You can do whatever you want with them. Yes, that's what easy part, but hard part, not funny part, is that it can be boring. If you teach grades and Matayam, it's more interesting because you can talk to them, you can ask them, and they can answer. They can, some of them have nice English. Yeah. As I understand, some of them have foreign parents. Yeah, like one of the parent is a foreigner, so that's why they speak nice English. Yeah. What can I say about primary? Primary is worse. Yeah, because it's they are very naughty. They don't listen. They don't follow your orders,
I'm
and they
teaching primary grades.
yeah. Well, maybe primary 1 and 2 is okay, but I remember I had
No.
really. Because I remember I had primary 4. Yeah, 4 about that. They were terrible. I had to fight them. Like yeah, we had how to say yeah, I had to fight them like really fight back because they attacked me. it was very funny, of course, but still, you cannot teach properly if they behave like this.
Yeah, if they misbehave. How about those students of high grades? You ask them, for example, what they know about your country, or do they know something about
No,
ours?
they don't.
They're not interested. They're not curious.
Maybe they are curious, but in some different things. Yeah. No, it's some students they're very smart and they sometimes even interesting to talk to them, like to ask what they know, what they can talk about, and you listen to them. I thought, oh, that's interesting that they have. But most students say they don't pay attention. Of course, that's we can say about most people.
What teaching materials are you using to teach primary grades or kindergarten?
In kindergarten, I use YouTube videos like Baby Shark and these videos for kids. No, I don't use it for kindergarten. It's not necessary.
Do you need to prepare lesson plans for your classes?
No. In my school, we are how to say it.
More relaxed about.
Yeah, we are not challenged with doing such bureaucracy stuff. Yeah, for when I taught primary, yeah, it was more challenging because you follow the book. Yeah, because my supervisor told me that just follow the book. You have the book, you follow the book. Do what you have. What
book are you using for your students?
Let's Go. Well, different books, but my book is Let's Go. And my next reading and my next listen, this series of books. Yes, and
do you have flashcards provided for the book?
Yes, but I don't use them often. I can manage without them, and especially if it's primary, they don't pay attention to the flashcards, so it's no point of using it.
I know that there are some Russian teachers in your school. Let's first talk about Russian teachers in
That's
your
not
school.
some. That's half of the staff of foreign teachers are Russian or Ukrainian, but Russian speaking. Yeah, and they're from many countries, but most of us are from Russia.
And can you say that you have a sense of attachment to this Russian community in your school, or you have different interests with them?
No, we don't have like a community or attachment. In our school, we can really work by our own, so we don't have to interfere. Of course, we talk, we say hello, how are you?
But it's so nice to speak Russian in your school when you work somewhere abroad.
Yeah, and they're nice people. Like when I just came, one of the teachers helped me with finding a place to live. He drove me around the neighborhood and showed me several places where I can rent a house. So yeah, it's very nice to have somebody to talk to Russian who can help you. But no, we don't have a community or like this. Some of them are friends and they spend time together, but it's more like on a personal level. It's not about speaking Russian.
Do you know if these Russian teachers could integrate in Thailand? Maybe some of them might have been living here for many years, have Thai families. Do they?
Yeah. One of my colleagues is married to Thai woman, and he's been living here for 12 years. I think he can speak Thai. He can even read it.
You can even argue in Thai, right?
Yeah. I remember him arguing in Thai. But some teachers, they don't want to integrate. They don't have this desire. I mean, it's of course, as we talked before, you have to learn language. If you don't learn the language, we will never integrate. It's not good, so bad, but it's just the fact.
Let's talk about your working schedule. What is your working schedule in your school? What time do you start?
Well, I start at 8 and I finish at 16.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. I use Russian system. Yeah. But I don't work this all time. I have several lessons. Usually I have 5 to 6 lessons. a day, maybe 7, maybe 4.
That's quite a lot. But minimum is 4 lessons, right?
Minimum is 4, but they give me a lot of covers and like this. Yeah, but my lesson is just 40 minutes long, and my advantage, my great advantage, is that I live just across the street. My work is just across the street. When I have how to say, spare time, free time, I can go home. I can rest at home. Yeah, so like my schedule is very
Relaxing.
convenient, very comfortable. I miss Russian food.
Can you cook Russian food in Bangkok, in Thailand, in general?
If you talk about me personally, I can try to cook, but my cooking isn't a great one. But yeah, if you when my mother was visiting me here, she cooked Russian food using the ingredients she bought here. Of course, you should understand that some certain types of product you will not find here. My biggest loss is dairy products. Because you remember Russian dairy products, it's the variety is just incredible, and I don't know how to say sirok, but I miss sirok. But there are a lot of nice products there that are different that you cannot find in Russia. You just try. My recommendation for people who think they will miss their food in Russia, when you come to Thailand, just try a lot of food. Try, and you definitely will find something that you will like, that you will enjoy, that will replace something from your native country.
How about you? What kind of food or restaurants can you recommend that you discovered for yourself?
For me, I discovered Korean style barbecue. It's a very popular thing in Thailand. I heard that it's popular in Russia too, in Moscow, but I haven't seen.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that in Moscow they have a lot of it, but I don't know.
What is the concept of Korean style?
The concept is pretty easy. You pay a certain amount of money, like probably around 300 baht, plus minus. But you have 2 hours and unlimited food. Buffet for unlimited food. You can order some, but in some restaurants they say that if you don't finish your food, you have to pay extra fine. But if you finish, it's okay. So you have 2 hours and a lot of food you can order, but you have to cook it yourself. You have a grill, so you use meat. You order meat. They bring you raw meat, and you cook it yourself. It's very good when you go with your partner, so you can talk, you can do something. It's kind of activity.
Do you have to wait for a long time for other people making a queue to bake, to grill it? Are there queues there?
No, you don't understand. Every table has a grill.
Every table. Okay.
Every table.
Nice.
So you have your personal grill. So you don't have to wait.
It's another experience. Nice.
Yeah. So every table has. So you use your own grill.
How about places you enjoy visiting in Thailand in general, 24 now, or in Bangkok in particular?
Well, I will talk about my most memorable experience of places in Thailand. First is Dream World. That's local Disneyland. That's amusement park. They have special offering for outside for foreigners. You pay 1,000 baht, and you have unlimited rides on the whole day. So you can choose any.
Is transport included in the price? Or
No. You buy it there.
Do you go by bus or by BTS, by subway?
First half of the way I went on MRT, the SkyTrain.
Subway, you mean?
Subway, but it's not sub. But yeah, and the other half I used the taxi. Yeah, because it's quite far from my place, but it's still worth visiting. Next is Ramayama Water Park. That's the biggest water park in Thailand. That's just amazing. I like the slides, that's everything. It was great. The lazy river. Well, I had wonderful experience there. You there you can get a transfer. It's easier to get there from Pattaya, but you can also get transfer from Bangkok. But it's just more expensive. You can use a van, or you can. Well, there are a lot of options. You should choose it yourself on the website. Actually, this website has translating into Russian, so it's Russian translation also.
How much is the ticket to that aqua park?
Well, including transfer and towels, as I remember, it's about 1,200. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's around 1,000 for one person. But I don't regret. It's a wonderful place. What else? Well, let's go back to Bangkok. What I recommend visiting here? That's parks. First of all, they're free. Second, they are wonderful. Yeah, you can see the Chatuchak Park. A lot of park. One of my favorite parks. I don't remember its name, but I will send the link and the place to you, and you will post it. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
It's near your place, right? The one you're talking
relatively.
about. What is particularly special about that park?
You know, it's not very not very a lot of people. It's very big, but not a lot of people. So it has vibes of, you know, like, how to say, forgotten or uninhabited temple. Like it's lost temples, because there are temples, but not a lot of people there, and jungles I really like enjoying there. But in very big, it has a lot of things to.
Is there a waterfall, a river?
There's a river, handmade river there. I don't want to describe it. You should see it. Yeah. And there are a lot of parks like this in Thailand. What else? What else I recommend visiting? Temples. My favorite ones are Dragon Temple and Wat Saket Temple. But there are a lot of different temples in. But Arun is very famous, but it's not my favorite one. It's very crowded, in my opinion. But still, yeah, I recommend visiting temples. There are 1,000 temples. You can find one you will like. What else? King's Palace. That's a landmark. That's a tourist attraction. Maybe it's expensive, 500 baht, but still, and it doesn't include audio guide. You have to pay for audio guide also. But still, it's a must see. It's one of the most famous landmarks, and yeah, I really enjoyed.
How about the best shooting location for shooting photos, videos in Thailand? Talking about cafes, parks, or anything.
Well, I remember Carnival Cafe. It was very nice. We made a part of the interview there. Well, the whole Thailand is very nice. The whole Bangkok have authentic side. Temples, they are very nice to, well, very nice for shooting, for taking photos. Yeah, they are very unique. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. Okay.
How about transport in Bangkok? What is the best transport for tourists when they come to visit the city?
Well, the best thing that comes to my mind it's called SkyTrain. That's a train system in Bangkok. It's not underground, it's both underground and above the ground. That's quite cheap and very efficient. You can get almost any there on. Yes, of course you should understand that they are not everywhere. You have stations, so at some parts you can take buses. I recommend also taxi and like
what
Bolt.
Are you using?
Yeah, I use Bolt and Grab, but Bolt isn't available on certain parts of Thailand, so you have to also have a Grab. But Bolt is cheaper. There is also motorbike taxi, but the problem, they don't always provide a helmet, and I recommend using a helmet because it's a big speed, it's a high speed, so anything can happen. It's better to have at least the basic means of protection.
Thanks again for agreeing to participate in this interview, for speaking English Russian with me, and I wish you good luck with your teaching experience here in Thailand.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview.
Okay.